Do we have to do this, guys? Do we have to? Can we not just skip this today? Please, please, can we just skip this? I can't take it. I can't take this team anymore. It's just too much. Even when you think, even when you give them a bit of hope, then they take it away, man. One step forward, two steps back, two steps forward, three steps back. It's just a constant pain with this team. And what a beautiful 115th birthday gift. Beautiful, guys. Well done to all the Inter players today. 115 years of Inter. And this is how you commemorate that. This is the gift that you give to Inter as a club, as a fan base, to the people worldwide watching, supporting. 2-1 loss away to relegation battling Spezia. And we have a disease, guys. We have a disease. We're a meme team. Yeah, we're a meme team, but we have a disease. I don't know what it's called, but we have a disease. And it's got to do with going away from home. These guys get homesick. I don't know what it is. AIDS. I mean, I don't want to make fun of AIDS or like make light of serious diseases like that, but we need to give this some form of awayitis. Like it's a serious disease that we're suffering from, that it's completely debilitating this Inter team this year. It's if it wasn't for Serie A, everyone else in Serie A not being, as good as Napoli, we wouldn't be even in the top four race, and somehow we're still second. I don't know how long that would be for, but somehow we're still second. And yeah, when we got the draw today, as Daniel says, when we got the draw, when Lukaku scored the penalty, I was like, yes, we got the draw, and now we can go for the win. And instead, no, instead we actually lost the match. Dumfries Giveth, Dumfries Taketh. He came on and won the penalty, did well, but in the end, his clumsiness also cost us. Quote from Mo's live stream. I'm hopefully, I don't even want to actually watch Mo's live stream now. I like to rewatch Mo's watch-alongs after we've won, but not after we've lost. We're a different type of shit. Yeah, it's. You don't even know. I don't even know how to describe this Inter team. I mean, the best way to is this, guys. 8 losses, guys. And when the season's not even over, there's still, so many, 13 games left to play still? 12 games left to play. Oh my goodness. And we have 8 losses. We're going to be, we're going to go in double figures this year. We're going to get into double figure of losses. Mo at the end of his dream. Yeah, no, Moti, as we said in the Discord, the chat today, as soon as we saw those predicted lineups today, they came out yesterday when we were talking to Simi. It was all good and dandy, and then we saw these lineups, and obviously Handanovic coming in there, D'Ambrosio coming in there, Mkhitaryan continuing to play. That's when I was saying in the group chat as well that I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it today. But at the end of the day, guys, whatever you say about the Handanovic, whatever you say about the lineup today, the 8 losses is definitely overall. This is on Inzaghi, but what more can Inzaghi do? What more can Inzaghi do? And I agree in terms of with Filippo that obviously looking ahead to Porto now, this game was supposed to be the build-up to Porto, give us a nice base to go to Porto, to Portugal, to build on, to go and try to clinch our biggest result in a decade in the Champions League. But now, I'm sure that is in the heads of potentially the directors if things keep going like this. I think it won't happen again, Filippo. I think they will ride it out with Inzaghi, whatever happens. But I think that conversation probably needs to happen at some point soon, because this is not acceptable now. This is just not acceptable anymore. I mean, it wasn't for a while, but there's a certain limit. And even I, as a guy who has given Inzaghi a lot of time and a lot of backing, and I do like him, but 16 wins and 8 losses just isn't good enough. And 30 goals conceded. 30 goals conceded. You're almost doubling Napoli. Look at Lazio. Do Lazio have a better defense than us? You know, man by man? No. Roma, 21 conceded? No, they don't. Milan has conceded 32, which is like, you know, a little bit better. But, you know, Juve, only 20 as well. It's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. And yeah, not surprised. But we always say, as Joseph, we say that as well. Like, we're not surprised, but at the same time, you like, they still manage to surprise you, even within your expectations of like, these guys will bottle it, absolute bottlers. But that they always, the way they do it, they'll do it in a way that you'll be like, oh wow, damn, I was expecting you to bottle it, but not like this. Like today, 2 penalties. I mean, you know, we can moan about referees. We had 2 penalties today. What more help do you want from the referees? They gave you, there was 2 penalties. No, not like they weren't penalties. They were completely deserved. But it's crazy. And yeah, Drongovsky, he always turns up against us. Obviously, I slandered him in the pre-game with Simi, and he turns out to, you know, be one of the man of the match. Although it's not like I don't think any of his saves were particularly great. Penalty, okay, but it wasn't even angled by Lautaro. We'll look into it in a moment. And it's not really made much of a difference in terms of, it was okay. We're going to eliminate Porto and things will go back to normal for Inzaghi. Yeah, I mean, of course, the whole season is riding on that Porto game. You know, next game, if we get past Porto, of course, Inzaghi's job is fine. It is what it is. We've got Mo coming in here. Let me just remind the people before I bring in Mo to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Mattia, for reminding. I don't even want to be here, to be honest, so I'll let Mo do the talking. I don't even want to be here. I don't know why I'm doing this. Thank you, Mo, for coming through. I heard you were spitting some fire in your live stream, so let the people know what's your feelings at this
Ciao,
moment.
everybody. Number one, I'm not gonna yell here. I know that a lot of people saw me yelling and screaming and jumping up and down like a maniac on after the watch along for about like 15 minutes, and then I told everybody to go to you, so they can calm down a little bit. I know. I think you said something. I was listening, and you said something about Porto game, and if we don't make top 4, even if we reach the quarterfinal, I think that's a big failure. Uh, and I want to clear something out. It's not Inzaghi's fault today, people. The coach can do so much. We had so many chances today to kill the game in the first half. And the coach can do so much. Like the coach, and Antonio Conte said that before. Allegri either said that before. He said, it's not my job to put the ball in the back of the net. My job is to get you the chance to put the ball in the back of the net. That's my job as a coach, because there are other coaches on the training ground that coaches these forwards on finishing, on crosses. By the way, the coach's job, remember, this is a big team, people. Can you hear me well? As well as my mic, okay?
Yeah, all fine, bro.
Like on the training ground, they have like 5-6 coaches. There is a defensive coach, offensive coach, finishing coach, crossing coach. It's not Inzaghi's job. Like, people expected me to come here on the channel and just bash Inzaghi. Yes, Inzaghi over the long period, yes. But if I'm taking this game, can we start better? No. Do you know how many chances we created in the first 15 minutes? 3 clear-cut chances.
Yeah.
That's the coach's job.
Bro, like 1.93 XG in the first half. They had 0 shots. Like, Lautaro, you have the penalty. Well, first of all, why the hell is he taking that penalty? Like, why? Like, the whole reason, even when Lukaku is unfit, the whole reason of having Lukaku in this team is to like, for the penalties. And like, well, what is that? What is that? That's not even in the corner.
Do you know what? Do you know this is, you played football, and you know that this is by definition a dream for a goalkeeper. The height for a goalkeeper, it's not in the corner. Height. Your body shape is telling me that you're gonna go to your right side as a right-footed player. It's as simple as that, guys. If you want to talk in general, I don't like Inzaghi, and I expressed this from the first moment this year. But we want to take this game in particular. It wasn't his fault. He didn't tell Dumfries to bomb into the guy like this. He didn't tell him to do this, right? He
No.
didn't tell Lautaro to shoot one-on-one with Dragovski from halfway line, and Dragovski is way out of his goal. You could have swerved it anywhere and it could have been a goal, or you could have passed to Lukaku earlier, and he
Yeah.
chose to shoot it where Dragovski is staying. By the way, that other chance, I know you have. Do you have like the other screenshot from the other chance, the one that Gosens followed on it? You know that chance is
Oh
one of
no.
the easier chances in football when the ball is crossing and you're by yourself, side footed, any 1 meter, 1 yard away from the Dragovski, and it's a goal. And he
Yeah.
chose
No.
to get the
That was cool.
connection run in the middle. But he
Yeah.
was
No, I didn't get a screenshot for that, but that was massive. That was massive.
very easy, Sharma.
Yeah.
You know, a
Yeah.
chance
Yeah.
it's coming to you, you're inside the 18. That's a forward's bread and butter right there.
Mm.
And he didn't finish. I'm not going to put it on Lautaro. However, all the slander that I say about Lautaro, yes, you score 14 goals. Yes, you score 18 goals. Do you know
Mhm.
how many games last year we didn't win because he missed chances? We could have
Yeah.
won Scudetto with 90 something points last year. And that's a top player for you. A top player is not the player who scored. Cristiano Ronaldo last year scored 24 goals for Manchester United,
Yeah.
but they didn't do anything. This year, he might score a lot of goals. By the way, by the end of the season, Lautaro might have 20 goals. But
He
I
will.
want you, but I want to have the same energy in these small games. 3 points today. If I'm gonna put blame today, I'm gonna put it number one on Lautaro today. You're a forward. Your job is to finish the goals in these tough games.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
No, today 7 shots, 5 on target. Like, yeah, it was just him versus Dragovski today, and Dragovski, look at that shot map. Like, he was shooting, had a lot of good shooting opportunities. But yeah, no, this is the same. Yeah, this is the same. I criticized him a lot last year in the final, in the period. Like, he woke up towards the end, but it was like he went missing when the team was missing. The Bologna game, people blame Rod, but he also had a chance at that game. This guy, the amazing run where he ran like 50, 60 yards, and then he shoots it straight at Dragovski there. And he also had Lukaku to the side. But the penalty, like, I still can't get over is the fact that Lukaku literally has 100% goal scoring record at Inter, and this guy has 5 missed penalties. He obviously, like, we know now this is Lautaro's Inter. Like, it's not Lukaku's Inter anymore. So Lautaro is like got more
Power,
gravitas, got more authority within this team. He's not the young hot-headed striker anymore that was before with Conte. Now he's one of the leaders of this team. But yeah, those little details make a big difference. Lukaku just needs to step up and tell him.
He can't just shove him off the ball. Lautaro wanted to take the second penalty.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yes.
Lukaku was angry about the first one. Like
Lautaro wanted to take the second penalty. He went and talked to him, and Lukaku just put the ball away.
Good. That's what you should have done the first time.
But again, okay. Let me just give credit when credit is due. So I'm not gonna be the guy who comes here and rant. Okay.
Yeah. Let me give a shout out to Tarek first, because he's the channel membership.
Thank you, guys.
So.
Thank you for being.
Thank you, Tarek.
Okay.
I appreciate you, man.
The like.
Happy birthday, Inter, Tarek.
Happy birthday.
And he also, he also gave a day in the donation. Thank you very much. What in the actual F was that? I don't care what anyone says. Inzaghi needs to be sacked ASAP.
But he can be sacked. Guys, just be realistic. We're not gonna sack Inzaghi. Just get this thought out of
I mean, it's a sentiment. It's a sentiment. Like, today in the heat of the moment, Mo, we gotta let people have it, because
I was actually just gonna praise Inzaghi today.
Okay, well, I presented to you, Tarek, the other side. So you present me what you want to say about Inzaghi now.
Okay. I criticize Inzaghi most of the time with one move. When we're 1-1 or 0-0, and he takes a forward for a forward, and he has only 3 forwards in the squad.
Yes.
Sorry, in the squad. He didn't. He was brave enough to sub in a third forward before we go down.
For once.
Okay? So today, he did everything right. He
everything we always ask him.
Midfielder, and because if you sub your forward out and you go 1-0 down, you have no other option. This is done. You already. So he didn't. So he put, and I'm sorry, it's not his fault that the board gave him 4 forwards and he has only 3 fit. It's not his fault. So Inzaghi today did everything he can in terms of subs. 60 minutes, subbed another forward. 63rd minute, subbed another forward. Took a midfielder out to rest for Porto. The game looked easy. Looked like we're gonna score at some point. By the way, we looked at every that we're gonna score.
Yeah.
A goal,
I mean,
like
3.0 there, according to Otlo, 4.04, but on SofaScore it says 3.81. Like
I
there's
saw
literally
on Philosophy XG, I think it's 4. So
yeah, but yeah, you know, like there's literally nothing more that we can ask of Inzaghi today. You can maybe criticize. What do you make of the starting lineup? I know people. I was also unhappy with
What
it,
are people thinking, Sharma? You're thinking that you have Porto in 4 days, he's gonna play everybody Spezia away with a team that is fighting for points. And I'm sorry. People said on my stream, people said, why is D'Ambrosio playing? Okay. You can criticize D'Ambrosio all the way. He got you a chance to kill this game off after 5 minutes. Who ran it? A right center back running inside the 18, giving you a penalty out of nothing. So don't come here and criticize Inzaghi for the lineup. He put everything correct. Darmian's right side was not bad. Gosens wasn't bad. Played Lukaku up top with Lautaro. And people saying, why Mkhitaryan? Because he's not going to start on Tuesday. He is not. It's as simple as Mkhitaryan was on the pitch and Hakan was given a rest because Brozovic, Barella,
I don't know about that,
and
bro.
Hakan,
This guy is always starting Mkhitaryan. I always think like, no,
I don't think he's gonna start him. If he was gonna start him, he would have played Hakan instead. If he was gonna start him, he would have played Hakan.
Yeah.
But give Inzaghi credit to what did Inzaghi do wrong today? By the way, the goal they scored, we were 2-on-1. So as a coach, if it was 1-on-1 in the back, Nzola on 1, I would say the coach made a mistake. But he had everything correct. It was 2-on-1, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it 2? An Nzola turn. Mkhitaryan not tracking back on Brozovic. That's on the players, by the way. That's on the players. Maldini made the run behind Brozovic and behind Mkhitaryan and made the run all the way to the 18 to score that goal. By the way, if you watch this one, it's 100% on, not on the defenders, because the defenders closed down Nzola 2-on-1. Where is the midfield? Where is the tracking back? Too lazy. They're too lazy to track back. This guy Maldini had 10 yards around him to shoot.
Yeah.
It's not on Inzaghi, guys. Don't blame Inzaghi this game.
It had to be Buddy Maldini out of all players, Mo.
I don't care. He's like, well,
no,
whatever.
but it's like, you know, it is gonna be used by the Milan fans. You know, it is Maldini after, I think it was like since 1994 or something. A guy, a person named Maldini scored against Inter or something crazy.
I'm not. Listen, this Inter, I'm not one of the fans that go and celebrate in other people's faces or something. I really, if Milan fans want to banter us, okay, come in. Like, I have to welcome the banter, because Milan, in one of their worst seasons, they had 8 games without a win. They can be 1 point behind us if they win their game.
No, they'll be on point, same points as us.
I think they're 47 and we're 51. Oh no.
No, we're 50.
We're 50. Oh, we lost. I'm sorry. The last time I saw the table, it was 1-1.
Yeah, no, bro. Literally, yeah, there's a Salernitana. They're gonna win. Salernitana at home. They're gonna be on 50. Yeah, we could be 5th by the end of this game week. I mean, if Roma, Lazio, Atalanta.
Okay, let's bring some comments. Okay, let's bring some comments. People are saying that I'm crazy because I don't blame Inzaghi this game. I play football and I'm excuse me, guys, and I'm sorry. I know you guys are watching us and everything. Today, Inzaghi did the right things. By the way, managing players mentally is different. I get it. Mo, I understand what you're saying, but why do we can beat any team in Europe home, but looks like a Serie B team away? So let me tell you exactly what the problem is.
And thank you, Tariq, again. That was another donation by Tariq.
I really appreciate the support. So let me tell you, you remember me and you did months ago, like 2-3 months ago, before the World Cup, and I told you, do you know why Inzaghi prepares well for big games and prepares really bad for small teams? Because Inzaghi is very good with Inter to create an anti-tactics. playing Napoli. Yeah, let's sit deep. He knows where to hit Napoli on the counter. He knows what to do with Barcelona because he knows what to expect from Barcelona.
Yeah.
It looks like to me he had no idea what to expect from teams like Empoli, for example, like playing Sassuolo. Like today, he prepared well. Don't get me wrong, we started the best team. First half could have been 2-0, and I can be singing on my stream, and you can be here singing the praise of Lautaros, the Lukakus, and the Ambrosius. Okay. Tactical change. Okay, Ian, be fair, guys. He did change the tactics three times today.
Today he did. Today he did, Ian. I know usually he doesn't, but today we can't. Today he actually did. I even saw Carboni when he came on. He did. He said to the guys like 4.
Sharma, he did 3 times. We changed the tactics 3 times today. From 3-5-2 to 3-4-3 to 4-3-3 to 4-2-4. Come on, guys, just give the guy a break. Like,
no. Today I don't like overall. Like our situation being here right now is on Inzaghi completely.
100%.
But today's match is like on these players. Like let's talk about these players more. We talked about Lautaro. He deserves a lot of slack for today, not being able to put. But what about everyone else? Like what about you were talking about Gosens, massive chance. Lukaku, like he tucked away that penalty, but he's not making the difference. Like Nzola, on the other hand, he looks like the Lukaku today. He looked like the Lukaku we had under Antonio Conte. This guy scored like 12 goals this season in Serie A. This guy is putting up the numbers that we wanted Lukaku to be putting up. Like this guy is not stepping up for Inter at the moment, Mo.
I like Lukaku, but today he played like okay, a 6 out of 10, an average. Completed his passes, by the way, did the 1-2s, but when you get a player and he gets paid 10 million, in Serie A, I'm expecting a difference maker. He wasn't a difference maker.
That's what I mean. That's what I want.
Was Dzeko gonna be a different? I don't know. Like,
not this Dzeko. We were seeing that Dzeko that we were having the second half of last season. Like he looks finished again now. Like the first half, a lot of us gave him, almost. I think a lot of us gave us like mid-season player of the season till now.
Yeah.
But now he's just since the Super Cup game against Milan, this guy just seems completely finished again. It's crazy, absolutely crazy.
His energy is done, man. Like, but Brozovic today, how many passes can you? I'm gonna check. You can check.
No worry, I've got it here. So he has 84 out of 89. So yeah, he kept things ticking. He kept it moving. Today it seemed more like the Brozovic that we know.
He was popping in front of the defense all the time to collect the passes and move it up and
12 forward. Recoveries.
Oh, just give me like.
But dribble past 4 times apparently.
That we did everything right in football today, other than putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, no, today is on chance finishing, because chance creation, defending for most of the game was fine. It was like if you take your chances today, you win, and you created so many chances, and the only one you scored is from a penalty, and that is a problem now, Mo, as well. The goals, this Inter team for the last 3 or 4 years, that's not a problem. Like we missed chances, like that's been a problem, but overall, we're not that Inter's free like scoring Inter team that we were like even last season. Like we're still the second highest scoring team in the league, but 47 goals this year. And like Empoli, we didn't score anyway. Sampdoria away, we didn't score any goal. Today only scored 1 via penalty. Like Porto, we only scored 1. So when this team is not scoring that much and our defending isn't that good, that's a big worrying sign, man.
Yeah,
because you got like teams like Roma. You got teams like Roma who they don't score much, like only 32 goals, but only 21 goals conceded. And you have like Juve, who've got like only 40 goals scored, but they only concede 20. So the
league is weak. The league is weak.
It's weak.
It's very weak. The quality is low. But
I see that everywhere now, Mo. It's like, Premier League, like I watch this week in, week out, like the quality is low all around. Like that's why the Champions League this year.
So I wanted
who's the favorite?
Okay, I don't know who's at fault, but it's the World Cup. It's maybe fatigue. It's the World Cup. It's the traveling and all this stuff. It's the congestion of games. We can blame it all. But I wanted to ask you a question before I go and let you talk to the people.
No, I'm gonna go
Before
soon as well.
before this year, would you have taken Lobotka over Brozovic before the
No, no,
season started? Would you have taken Anguissa over Hakan
maybe yeah.
before the season?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've always said I've not been as a left centre mid. I'm not a big fan of Hakan.
Hmm.
But anyway, yeah, I know what the point you're making.
Barella, you know
Continue.
where I'm going, right? Some
Yeah,
of
yeah,
our
Barella, no.
players,
Yeah, yeah,
Barella, Skriniar, you,
yeah,
you take Onana over their goalkeeper. Only Osimhen, Kvaratskhelia is something that we don't know.
yeah, yeah. No, I know what you mean. That that team is. I've always said, yeah, like there's no super team in Serie A, but Napoli, the way they've been performing, is like a super team.
Mo language tools is saying, Mo, you completely forgot about the dressing room mentality. Players perform like they do because it's the same away story week in, week out. We need to change. No, you guys are getting me wrong. I only said this game,
Yeah, he's talking
Inzaghi.
about today, guys.
I'm just talking about today. I actually don't like Inzaghi.
Yeah, yeah. Mo
I'm not a
is
big
has been
fan.
always been not big fan of Inzaghi.
Maybe you guys don't remember because I went on a rant on the players, but okay, the players has to get the stick today. You guys
Today,
kidding
yeah.
me? Oh my god, some of the players today, like Dumfries got the penalty and then he said, okay, fuck off. I'm going to get them a penalty as well. Hey, come on, just give me a break, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Dumfries.
he comes on, Denzel, like, makes the impact, wins this penalty, very silly foul from the guy. And like, yes, Denzel, great impact. And then Lukaku tucks it away. And then Denzel. Oh, so clumsy, man. So clumsy. Oh, it's crazy. And
It's
yeah,
weird. Also, one of the players today that I thought was,
and
it's
he's
not,
there, Dumfries.
how is, what did Henrik Mkhitaryan in the 63-minute do? In the 63 minutes he played, what did he do? Henrik
What do you mean?
Mkhitaryan
Sorry.
today. What did he do today?
Oh, today.
Why was he in the game?
Yeah.
Why was Henrik Mkhitaryan in the game until minute 63?
Well, I've been saying he shouldn't be starting, even though he scored last game. I thought he shouldn't have been starting against Lecce. Like this guy, I don't know how Inzaghi keeps playing. Like physiologically, Mo, like this guy is almost the same age as the
He's
Inzaghi.
34.
Yeah. So this this guy needs to be like can't be playing in week out. So I can't even blame Mkhitaryan on that one.
Okay, nobody
That one
mentioned
maybe.
Icardi. Please, guys. No Icardi. No Icardi. I
I
said it
was
before. I'm gonna stop supporting Inter if Icardi's on the team.
I tuned into your stream when someone brought it up. I tuned in at like the best time. You were like, "This guy is an absolute disgrace," and I started laughing. Mkhitaryan started 6-7. Look at that, 17 consecutive. Wow, Otlo, I didn't even know that he started 17
Hats off to
consecutive
him.
games.
Hats off to him for starting 17 games. By
But
the way,
even
not
he didn't think.
everybody was bad, guys. Not everybody. Don't I know that we say that all the time? Not everybody was bad today. Not everybody. Brozovic was okay today. Gosens was okay. I think Matty Darms was okay. I think D'Ambrosio wasn't bad. Cherby and Bastoni, the forwards are the one who let us down.
Yeah, even Handanovic today. There's nothing to blame Handanovic for today. I know people were ready. People were ready with the forks. Even I was, but there was nothing. There's nothing to blame him for today. The penalty on Zola.
He
This is
dives
how
down.
Lautaro
He
wanted to
dives
take it.
down. He
Yeah,
dives down, but fine. But he has nothing to do. Dude, he touched the ball twice
yeah, and he was
before
good
they
with the ball
scored.
at his feet as well. There was a couple
Yeah.
of nice passes where I was like, "Oh, nice, nice, nice." So, yeah,
Yeah.
it's the forward today. The forward was the finishing, and Denzel. Yeah, Denzel being
Still got
an absolute.
140 people watching, guys. Make sure to hit that like button for us, please. We're here sharing our misery with you.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know that today because we're missing chances. People are thinking of the guy, but it's not like how many games in the Banta era or like under Spalletti we also lost with Icardi. It's just obviously like he was a guy that scored these types of goals, but it's crazy like how these Inter fans are like have this bondage with
Overreacting.
this guy.
Carlo
He's
Moretti,
in the Turkish league, man. That guy is
no,
he's
not
done.
you. Carlo Moretti, you're overreacting, bro. You're saying that Cherby was a sus signing, man is passing it. He's been one of
No,
our
no,
better
he's a
defenders
Milan. No,
this
no, he's
year.
a Milan fan. You don't ignore it. He's a Milan fan.
Oh, come
I
on.
see he's got a Nesta. Yeah, I think that's Nesta or someone as a. So he's trying to he's trying to trigger you, and it worked. Blame
Anyway,
William.
guys, listen, there is
But
nothing to
look
do.
at people like these, Mo. I feel very bad for people like Kifney who woke up
Yeah,
at
in Australia.
2:45. Shout out to you, Kifney, and other brothers out there that do this.
Guys, I don't know. I don't know what else to say other than screw these guys. I'm gonna go get happy hour. Screw this. Done.
Yeah,
I'm done.
you enjoy yourself, Mo. You go have a drink. You enjoy yourself.
I'm done with this, guys.
Yeah,
Porto. I'm sorry. 140 people here. I'm doing a Porto watch along on Inter Worldwide. Go check Inter Worldwide. I'm doing a Porto watch along. I want to see 100 people in the chat. We're just gonna share it together. Win or lose, we are together with this
yeah,
club. Look at this shit. My room is filled with jerseys and shit, and I'm like, I went crazy after the stream. Sure, I went crazy after the game.
yeah,
Anyway, thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it, guys, and good luck Tuesday.
yeah.
Hopefully, we have to win because otherwise, I'm gonna get a lot of shit from people.
So I always listen to those never a foul streams, bro. These Man United fans are too gassed, like Kaz and Ty. Like they need to humble themselves.
They get a humbling. They did get a
Yeah, they
humbling.
did get a humbling. But yeah, have a drink on me and for the stream here, Mo. Enjoy
Thank you
yourself.
so much. See you guys.
See you, Mo.
Ciao.
Ciao. Oh, just finishing up here, guys. I'm not going to be staying here for long. I mean, I didn't even want to be here, to be honest. But yeah, no, I was joking, Carlo. Yeah, like Acerbi, I don't know if you've been watching it. Acerbi's actually been a really good signing for us. Maybe could have done better on the Maldini goal with Enzola. Got a bit bullied. But he's definitely not one that I'm gonna pick on today. The chances that you have up front, you just have to take them. Yeah, I mean the season is pretty much done, James. If we lose against Porto, then it's all about Coppa Italia, but who really cares? And just getting top four. Yeah, then the season really takes a sour turn if we go out against Porto. So yeah, everything is riding on that. Yeah, everything is riding on that Porto game. What sucks is that we have the quality. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever you think of this Inter team and what Zhang and Suning have done to Inter, this Inter team obviously is good enough to beat this Spezia. Like, Agudelo's a nice player, but like Caldara, I mean, old Rossonero will tell you Caldara is not that good. Nicolau, Zurkowski is a player I like on loan from Fiorentina, but this is not a good team. You're good enough to beat Spezia, and you're good enough to be top four. Well, it should be really challenging for Scudetto. I'm not saying you need to be winning it. We should have won it last year, but you definitely shouldn't be this far from Napoli. So that's the frustrating part. That is the frustrating part. But no, if we lose out on top four, guys, it's an absolute catastrophe. Like, I don't even want to think about the possibility of losing top four. Really, that is really could put us back into the, like, we're joking about going back into the banter era, blah blah blah, or like this lost today, his banter era is back. But no, if we get out of Champions League, we lose that guaranteed 40-50 million extra that we get every year. We're in big trouble. Big trouble. Maybe that will force Zhang to sell us if we get our top four. Some people I know are actually low-key wishing that Inter miss out on top four just so it forces Zhang's hand, because that would force us maybe financially in such a bad situation that we would have to sell even at a loss. But I don't wish that. I still don't wish that. But no, yeah, I don't blame you, Eduardo. I don't blame you. But I know you'll be back. I'm retiring as an Inter fan if we lose to Porto. I mean, you Emil, you definitely haven't lived through the banter era then if you're willing to retire after something like that. Ashkan, this too shall pass. Yeah. And again, I mean, I don't want to jinx it now, but as this bipolar, inconsistent but consistently inconsistent Inter team have proven over and over this season and under Inzaghi, is that if we get an L, we usually get a W. Afterwards, we usually go down and bounce back up. So 1 + 1 should equal 3 somehow against Porto. Well, Shama, now I'm 100% sure that Inzaghi must go in summer. Yeah, you guys, I've been saying for a while. I don't even have. It's not even like a news or any insider news that I have. But since the Udinese game away, I've been saying 3-1 back in September, October, whenever it was. I just feel this Inzaghi thing is going to end. Whether my hope is that it's going to be some form of mutual agreement where it's like, we don't have to pay him off at least, or another club maybe comes for Inzaghi and he finds the right circumstances, because it has been hard for Inzaghi as well. It's not an easy club to manage, and normally it's not an easy club to manage Inter, but in these financial restraints, it's not easy to manage Inter at all. So maybe he can find another situation, but it does look like Inter isn't quite the club for Inzaghi yet. But I do still keep reiterating, I think he is going to be a top coach, Inzaghi, down the line. He's still quite early on in his coaching career. But we shall see. We shall see. Inter will be unrecognizable if we miss top 4. It's a reality I'm not prepared for. No, I am not prepared, Otlo. I am not prepared. Please, I cannot take another banter error. No, Eduardo, no. We cannot do this. We cannot do this. We cannot do this. Yeah, no, Ian, I was thinking of you when I was talking about some people probably want us to miss on top 4 just so we can get Suning out. But it probably is, Ian. Yeah, it probably is. Probably is. That could be the hand that forces Zhang. But then the problem is with that, Ian, you put the new owners in a bad situation, because then the new owners, they can't come in and straight even invest, because then we have to lower the costs even more throughout the Champions League. We have to do that anyway, but you have to do that even on a higher level. It doesn't even matter if PIF or Qatar come in to buy us. Like the revenues at that stage will be way too low. It just puts us in a really, really bad situation. Really, really bad situation. So I even though that might get rid of Suning, I don't want to wish that on anyone. Never Around, thank you very much for your donation, bro. I don't know where you're from or what your name is, but appreciate you. Thank you, Tariq, as well, man. Appreciate that a lot. My heart can't take another decade of dark times. What's that Inter? Yeah, we can't take. I mean, we didn't even have, at least in 2010, we had the treble, and then that's the highest of high that you're going down from. We just had we got like a little taste, the Scudetto and the Coppa Italia and the 2 Super Cups. Like, that's not enough. That's not enough. A banter era is acceptable after a sustained period of winning, then you can accept it. But after just the 1 Scudetto, I no, we can't do it. We can't do it. Hopefully it is just short term. Hopefully it's just short term. And yeah, no Champions League. You have to think about that too, Ian. Like, the big boys are going to go, as Matthew here says. What's that is the big pool for signing players, but also for keeping players. And thank you to the brother Binveto. If you guys don't know, this is the guy, the giveaways that we've been doing. Uche recently won one. Binveto is the guy that donates a lot of these giveaways to the channel, and he's been supporting me, trying to push this 5K last few weeks. So thank you very much, bro. You're always the angel. He's like the angel investor in this channel, and by the looks of it, he's donated some. I can't see it on StreamYard. But yeah, I can see by all your comments down here that Binveto is doing his gifting at the moment. Thank you very much, my brother. It doesn't show on StreamYard, unfortunately, but I can see you've gifted 20 channel memberships to the guys in the chat. And he is just I hope you should just buy Inter, man. Yeah, Bin, just buy Inter. rid us of this, rid us of Suning and buy Inter and just give us back the good times. Give us back the good times. The weekend just started. Oh yeah, it's a bloody Friday. Now we have the whole weekend to live through and watch other teams probably get wins. Brilliant. Thank you, Inter. Well, I guess Ben Veto is giving us better gifts than these or any of these Inter players did. Yeah. And next, yeah, after, oh my God, yeah, thank you, Mattia, for reminding us. Even after Porto, we've got Juventus. Jesus. Crazy. We've got a busy period, hard matches up ahead. But yeah, let's see what happens with Juve and their 15 points as well. Well, yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. 40 minutes, that's actually a lot longer than I thought I was going to go for. Make sure you guys check out Inter Worldwide. Mo, shouts out to him for coming on. And thank you to any new channel member that are here. Thanks to Binveto and me, Ian Kerr, who's now a channel member as well, Kirby, whoever, welcome on board. Mike Ma as well, thank you. Mighty Mao. I'm over. Oh, you're going for the Juve game? Jeez. Whew. Good luck to you, Bin. Ian. I'm getting confused with all the names now. Brave man. Those Juve games are always tricky. But yeah, thank you everyone that tuned in, guys. Appreciate you all. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Ciao ragazzi. Forza Inter.